To begin any understanding of how the Nazis grew in power amongst the masses, it is wise firstly to understand their methods in propaganda. The Nazi regime was infamous for its use of modern technology and media to get its ideology and political message across to the masses. The radio. Provisions were made by the regime for a cheap, high-quality receiver known as the People's Receiver. The mass-produced radios incapable of picking up foreign broadcasts rose in family ownership from 25% in 1932 to 70% by 1939. Furthermore, all news broadcasts came through the Nazi Office of Propaganda, and Hitler's speeches, often lasting an hour long, were frequently played throughout Germany. Goebbels described radio as the spiritual weapon of the totalitarian state. Film. By 1942, film companies were completely state-controlled, and throughout the years 1,000 films had been produced by the Third Reich. Film-going quadrupled between 1933 and 1942, the latter years more so as a form of escapism from the war.
Mit aktuellem Dessin, schwarze Hakenkreuze in weißem Kreis auf rotem Grund. Die Siegessäule am großen Stern von 1873 und das Brandenburger Tor mit der...
Music. Germany had such a rich classical tradition of music which suited the Nazis' cultural propaganda objective, playing Wagner, for example. Of the music that was banned under Nazi censorship were Jewish composers such as Mendelssohn and Mahler, modernist composers such as Stravinsky, Schoenberg, and other Western genres such as jazz were labelled as degenerate. Rallies were a regular feature of Nazi propaganda, where Hitler would address the masses with his speeches. This would combine with the spectacle of Albert Speer's choreography and use of architecture to maximise the effect of gatherings and speakers. Uniforms, flags, banners, icons, and the swastika all created the desired effects. Posters, cheap to produce and could be placed anywhere one desired to have visibility, carrying the ideological message. Literature. In 1933 there was book burnings at universities of Berlin and Nuremberg. Goebbels himself spoke of the need to eradicate overstated Jewish intellectualism. Jewish socialist pacifist books were all burnt between 1933 to 1945. 2,500 writers left Germany, while those who sympathised with the regime or accepted its philosophy flourished. Art and architecture. Hitler, the failed artist, had very strong views on art and architecture as the basis of cultural policy. Traditional realistic styles depicting the ideology of Nazism and the Volksgemeinschaft were encouraged, such as the strong Aryan soldier, the healthy Aryan mother, the romanticism of the farmer, and so forth. On the 18th of July 1934, the exhibition of Great German Arts was held in Munich, with an attendance of 600,000 people. Other styles such as modern expressionism were labelled as degenerate, and by such Nazis as Alfred Rosenberg, cultural minister, as Bolshevik filth. On the 19th of July, the Nazi government opened the exhibition of degenerate art with 5,000 exhibits labelled degenerate, Bolshevik, or artistically poor. In essence, these reflected the cultural decadence of the Weimar era, with works by Emil Node, Max Bergman, Gauguin, Van Gogh, and Picasso. In a similar light, Hitler also considered himself as an authority on how architecture should look. Decadent modernist architectural styles were rejected in favour of grand neoclassical styles. Albert Speer, Hitler's chief architect, helped create this vision. Some of his works included the Zeppelin Field, Olympic Stadium, Congress Hall, Tempelhof Airport, and even this planned grand reimagining of Berlin.